Coming to difference between a bill of exchange and a promissory note. There are various bases on which a bill of exchange is different from a promissory note. Some of these bases are mentioned here. So let us see how on account of these bases a bill is different from a promissory note. The first basis is the maker. The bill of exchange is drawn by the creditor, whereas a promissory note is drawn by the debtor of the transaction. Then a bill of exchange is actually an order. It is an order by a person directing the other party to make the payment on his behalf, either to him or to somebody else. Whereas in case of promissory note, the nature is of a promise. So the basis is the order or a promise. So bill of exchange is actually an order, whereas a promissory note is a promise. Then comes acceptance. A bill of exchange requires acceptance. When a creditor draws a bill, it requires the other party to accept the bill, and he can do so by signing on it. But in case of a promissory note, the person himself is making a promise. Since he himself is making a promise, the acceptance is not required. Then comes the payee. In case of bills of exchange, the drawer can be the payee. That is, the drawer can be the person who will receive the payment. Whereas in case of promissory note, the maker cannot be payee. Since the maker has to make the payment, in any case, he would not be the person who would be the receiver. Last is notice. By notice we mean notice of dishonor. Now students, in this case, dishonor notice is required. That is, in case the bill is dishonored, the holder of the bill has to serve a notice on the other party. Whereas in case of a promissory note, since the promise was made by that particular person only, no notice of dishonor is required. No notice of dishonor required.